Come to me, my sweet one. Come towards my voice. See, my dear gardener? You are still... oh, dear. You're dragging your feet again. You'll trip over my roots if you don't lift them up. Remember? You remember, right? Of course you do. Oh, you must be so tired. I know. I've been making you walk all day long. There's no need to groan at me. Here, let me lift your legs up with my vines. 1 step, 2 steps. Oh, you've dropped the watering can again. Such a simple mistake that anyone could make. Isn't that right, my heart? Let me guide your hands once more. Like this, see? You're doing so well. Soon you won't even need my vines to make your fingers move. Isn't that so? Yes, you've got it. Use both hands now, my dear. Don't let go. Hold it tightly, as you once held me. Do you remember that? You used to wrap your warm arms around my trunk. We were so happy, weren't we? Back before... You don't have to do that now, of course. We've come so far with learning to use the watering can again, haven't we? You're doing so well with it now. Soon you'll be able to walk it all the way to my roots by yourself. No groaning, my dear. No. No more of that. I know that the sickness has left you so confused. But you're getting better each day. And look, I am too. I am growing again, my dear gardener. See this leaf here? It's almost completely regrown. All because of you. Yeah, you're doing so well. We're doing so well. We're strong, aren't we, my love? So strong. That's why we survived. We did survive. See? There's no blight in our garden, is there? We're safe here in the grove. The silence hasn't spread into our home. The birds may be gone now, and the insects may have gone too. And it has been so long since anyone stopped to rest in the shade. But you hear my voice, don't you, my dear? There's no silence here, not in our garden. Groan all you like, but it's true. Please, my dear gardener, speak to me. I didn't mean to upset you. You really can groan all you like. Really, please, don't fall silent too. Thank you. Oh, thank you, my dear. You scared me there, you naughty prankster, you. Just for that, I'm going to have you sit here with me on the moss. Yes, groan, I know. But I want you next to me, my dear gardener. Here, let me take that heavy watering can from you. I'll water myself later. No, shh. Come here. my heart. Sit beneath my branches. There we are. Let my vines set you down. No struggling this time. Okay? You're so cute, you know? Nothing could ever change that. Okay, maybe that was a little sappy. But you don't have to groan. You're quiet again. Are you resting? Yes, of course. You're just resting. You tire so easily these days. And silly me, making you carry that heavy watering can all by yourself. You must have walked over a dozen steps today. Well, why don't I tell you a story? You always liked. I mean, you like stories. Yes, you like stories. Once upon a time, back before the Blight, long before then, I was but a sapling, a new nature spirit, peeking my first sprout out from the earth. And I was so scared. The world was so big. The sky was so high. And the rivers so deep. Life was hard then. It's not easy to grow out there amongst the elements. But I wasn't alone for long, was I? You almost stepped on me the first time we met, you know? Nothing to say to that, huh? Oh, don't you worry, my dear gardener. I forgave you long ago. After all, it was you who watered me every day. And it was you who sheltered me from the storms. And of course, you came to keep me warm in the winter. And gave me shade in the summer. Life was good then, wasn't it? Sure, maybe life wasn't always a rose garden, but we were happy. We were happy, right? You were happy, right? I'll take that grunt as a yes. I grew so much in your care. I became big and strong, didn't I? And then people came to sit in the shade of my grove. They brought such stories, didn't they? I could barely believe the tales they told. Cities of glass spires, coaxed from great furnaces that burned below the skin of the earth. Deep forests, formed in ancient times, filled with spooky spirits. Not like me, mind you. And when they spoke of the wide waters that stretched endlessly under crimson skies, I could barely believe them. And yet, I knew they spoke truthfully. One of the blessings given to my kind, I suppose. But no matter what miracles they spoke of out there in the world, I was content. Here, in my grove. It was all we needed, wasn't it? My entire world stretched out only as far as my roots. That was true, wasn't it? It was enough for you, right? I was enough, right? You don't need to say a word, my heart. I know you would reassure me if you could. You always did so much for me, while I waited here each day in my grove for you to arrive. Like the dawning of the sun. You built the fences and dug the well, and you told me of the coming blight. I didn't want to believe it at first. I couldn't. But one look at your face, and I knew you were telling me what you believed to be true. I thought then that you must have been mistaken. Perhaps there was something we could have done. But at the time, it was just another tale about a faraway land filled with restless iron beasts that belched smoke and ash. You told me the story of how they had dug down too deep into the ground and found something that should not have been. With the coming of the cold season, the story changed, though. No longer was the blight born of the bones of the world in these tales. No. Now it fell upon the many rivers as if the sky itself were shaken loose, and from its wounds poured the terrible glow of the blight. And yet, when I looked upon you, I knew you believed this tale was just as true as the first. I didn't know what to do then. I still don't. Not when the tales kept changing season after season. You remember the story of how the Blight was born of some curse, created by an ancient empire long since sunken into the sea. Or the season where they spoke of it being carried across the sun-drenched plains by masked ones, carried upon their backs in great globs. What could we do? We didn't even know what to believe. I still don't. Even now. Not that I thought much of it then. That was all so far away, wasn't it? Every story I heard you tell had come from some traveler who had heard it from some other traveler who had heard it from someone 7 cups deep in their drink. The Blight was always so far away. And then you came to see me with that terrible cough. You said it was the Blight. And I looked into your eyes, and I knew. I knew it was true. Yeah. Cozy up to me, please. I need you now. Please let me hold you. I know. Crones and grunts. That's all you ever say these days, isn't it? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I know it's not your fault. I'm so sorry. If only I knew what to do. When you first fell ill, Could I have saved you somehow? Maybe if I had used more of my magic earlier, taken more risks. Would it have mattered? Grunts and groans. Of course you don't know. Or if you knew then. There's no way to tell me now, is there? Not now. Not after the blight burned through your body and mind. I tried. I really tried. But your body was so weak already, and my magic did so little to stop its spread. I didn't know what to do when you stopped moving while resting beneath my shade. You looked so peaceful. And when you moved again, at first, I thought that somehow you had escaped it. But then you wouldn't look at me anymore. You wouldn't speak to me and tell me those wonderful stories of faraway lands. All you could do was groan and grunt. Yes, I know you're trying to. When I look upon your face, somehow, I know you're still in there. Or at least, part of you is alive. All these years haven't changed that, have they? Isn't it, my heart? You wouldn't leave me like this. That's why I had to use my magic. You understand that, right? I had to try and fix you. I almost did it, I think. I stopped the decay. I had to tether your body to mine with vines, but I stopped you from stumbling away. And look, you're slowly relearning all of the things we used to do together. Right, my heart? My gardener? Isn't that right? My love? I miss you. You don't have to say anything, my dear gardener. One look at your face, and I know. Rest now, won't you? It's been a long day. You can sleep beneath my bones, like before. I'll hold you close so you won't wander off. Tomorrow, the sun will rise again, and we'll still be together.
Hey, if you've reached this point in the video and have not already subscribed, please take a moment to do so. I really appreciate it.